God. Super efficient. Now it is. Way. Took its time. Took its time. Corrected. Interesting. Sweet. Wow. In its own time. Didn't realise how long it takes for streams to actually come on in and just do its own thing. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Let's get this up, make sure we've got no difficulties on this side of things. Hopefully my mic will actually sound a lot more, well, louder and clearer now, because I've found out what was my issue with it for a long old time. After I had no idea. My fault, though. Oh well. Is what it is. Right, I need the save. I need the career mode save, man. We're not on the right thing. We're about to be, though. We are about to be. Career mode. Race number 4. 16. Jesus. Right. First things first, we've got some goals to achieve. So complete any session with the fastest lap. We can easily do that. I'm not even going to consult that. Power units achieve a position of 7th or better in qualifying. Includes sprint qualifying or use ERS overtake mode for 35 seconds. I'd rather you just do get quality out of the way, to be honest. Material fabrication planaire. Perform 250 gear shifts during a single session. Or complete 5 laps without any penalties or warnings. Probably a little bit more that. Hey, I'm really busy, so I can't chat, but I just wanted to say hi. Nope, that's absolutely fine, Jason, mate. Not a problem. I genuinely do not expect people to be around for every single stream or every single video or XYZ. So, like I said, all these streams will be available as a full-length video afterwards. So, obviously, by all means, you can obviously watch it when it's complete, of course. We'll go with that. For that. And I got nothing else there. Sweet. Anyway. If you are watching this stream, or if you end up watching the stream, I'll say it a couple of times. Obviously, feel free to drop it a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here as well, if you do enjoy the content you do see. And if you're watching this as a full-length video after the stream has gone live, same thing applies. If you wouldn't mind dropping it a like and subscribing, that would be absolutely amazing. But it's time to give a recap of what happened, what went wrong, what went right at the Japanese Grand Prix, because everything didn't go right and it all went horribly wrong. So first things first, let's basically have a look at the Drivers' Championship, because that's where things get spicy. So Max Verstappen leads the Drivers' Championship by 29 points over ourselves. We are 1 point clear of Hamilton, who is 7 points clear of Piastri, who is a point clear of Lando Norris. Now, the de facto of the matter is, looking at the session results, I finished in P11. I finished outside of the points. I didn't get a single point, and I was basically really, really bad. So the premise was, in the race, I had, it was a wet race, basically. So I had very good pace in the initial wet stages of the race. My issue is I was too slow in a straight line. So I was struggling to pass Verstappen. Eventually I passed him, and then my rear tyres completely died. And at that point, I had nothing to go for, nothing left, and I was done for, basically. I thought it was dry enough to pit for the dries, so I went on to the hards. Turns out it was still too wet, so we had to pit again for inters for a couple of laps. Then we pitted for the dries, and we managed to get quite a decent undercut. I got up to about P9, but then the performance on the medium tyres was absolutely shambolic, and I ended up dropping down to P11. Most of it was because I was chasing the setup the whole weekend. I was never comfortable, I was never happy, and it's just what it is at the end of the day. So, it is what it is, and that's how we go. So we ended up P11, obviously, in that extent. Verstappen, meanwhile, has obviously done first, second, and a first, and we come to the Chinese Grand Prix. So that's where we stand. We've obviously had just the one podium so far this season, and that was a race victory at Jeddah. And there's my stats so far. 2 pole positions, a race win, a podium finish. Average grid is first. I think I've been on pole in every race bar Japan. So 2 poles and a front row in every race, basically. And obviously, that's kind of where we stand with everything. And average finish is P5. So we need to work on our races a bit more. Hopefully we can do that here coming into the Chinese Grand Prix. But I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. So We've got 500 resource points, so the planner is obviously we need to catch Red Bull now. Hamilton's got his eyes in the durability market. So he's done a gearbox upgrade. He's doing another gearbox upgrade. He's done an ICE upgrade that failed, but I think he's probably going to go and buy that back. And obviously there's this turbo improved materials one. On our side of things, Hamilton's done this one for the spark plugs. We've got one available coming up for the ignition system, which will be able to get on the car in time for the Canadian Grand Prix, and we'll do that because that will then allow us to go onto the ERS, which I want to work on next. We've upgraded the cable assembly. Now, this is, I believe, a 100% guarantee to come onto the car because it failed at the last time that we tried to do it. So that's fine. And then on this side of things, we're also developing the Venturi tunnels for the rear downforce. And obviously, we've got the front downforce, which we could do. We're not close to doing it yet, but there's an opportunity for us to do it. So we'll have a look at it and see if we can get it done. But ultimately, I think the ignition system is probably the way to go because the Canadian Grand Prix coming up next is full of medium to slow speed corners, but a lot of high speed corners, lots of acceleration, lots of traction zones. So if we can get that on the car, it's just going to allow us to potentially run a little bit less downforce. And we'd have, if the upgrade works, a much bigger engine advantage compared to everybody else. And considering, like I said, Hamilton's working on rear downforce, there's no point in, on durability. I can just go flat out on performance. So that's kind of blessed, actually. So straight away then, we get some of our points coming in. More points coming in. And we'll stop it there. And now Hamilton's onto the chassis. You do that. So this will arrive just in time for the Canadian Grand Prix. So we're going to do that. Hopefully no one shoots at me. But it is what it is. That's where we'll lie with it. So that could be okay. But why is Hamilton eyeing up the chassis now? Does it tell me what he's looking at? No, I mean, basically, it just tells me that he's interested in it. I mean, we've got tire blankets and cockpit weight reduction, so I'm not surprised on that. But on the durability side of things, so the gearbox is... this is what I mean, look. This is what I mean. So the gearbox... Oh, we did that anyway. Hamilton's just repurchased for the ICE to have durability, and he's just brought in, or purchased, the turbo durability. I don't need to make the car reliable. Lewis is just doing it for me. It's so nice of him. Because I don't have to. It's brilliant. It's great. It just means I can put performance on the car. And Hamilton can just make the car reliable. So let's get into the weekend, though. Let's get this weekend started, I think. That's a bit of a recap in there. And we'll shift onwards from that. Oh, bollocks. It's a sprint weekend. I forgot. I completely forgot. I'm not going to lie to you. Sprint weekends have different tyre allocations to the standard weekends. There are fewer sets in total to choose from, and there's an additional restriction on the use of tyres during the sessions. Oh, I know about that. Don't be silly. Don't be silly, bro. Oh, it's raining again in the race. Oh, you're taking the piss, man. Okay, it's mostly dry with a bit of rain. Okay, I mean, it's better than what it could be. But it's still depressing, if that makes any sense to all of you. So we got a weight reduction and a gearbox upgrade basically going into this weekend. And our only practice session is wet. Fantastic. So, in terms of the R&D chart then, people, I believe we are still fourth in the standings. Red Bull stay where they are in terms of development. McLaren stay where they are. They've done a tiny upgrade, I think, going into this one. Same with Ferrari. We've done a minuscule one. It'll be at the Canadian Grand Prix that we'll see some big upgrades on the cars. And hopefully we can try and catapult up the order a bit. But we're working on it. Excuse me, we're working on it. Durability, how's that going? It's the ICE that's taking a bit of a hit right now. 51% is quite high. Hopefully we can try and cut that down a little bit. But we've got to do what we've got to do. So let's see how much... what's it called? What's what I'm looking for? How much... rain is around.
How we've missed you
Seems
from the
quite
calendar. It's great.
Is it going to dry up? I'm already in trouble.
Okay, I know you're eager to get out there, but I'm going to need you to be patient for a few minutes. We're just trying to zero in on an oil leak.
Right, I can confirm to all of you that my car is lacking lube. Love that. Love it. Lacking the lube. Right. So practice is going to dry out. So do I just get a track acclimatization in and then leave quality in the race strategy for when it gets dry?
I'd suggest you take a set of all wets.
Maybe. That's probably my strat, I would have thought. like, all things considered. I can't go anywhere because of my lube. So, we'll get rid of that when it eventually wants to work. Fantastic. Right, so what's the tyre strat saying? So, we're saying... So, they're telling me it's wet tyres, right? Okay. Fine. What's Hamilton on at the moment out on track? He's out on a set of full wets. And so is Sonoda. So, they're all out on the wets. Okay, well, we'll just do a track acclimatization in the wet. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Give me a bit of an idea of what the track's feeling like. Full wet conditions. And then hopefully it dries up later in the session and we can just bolt on a set of dries and do our race plan then. I've also forgot to load a setup. The end of the world, actually, now that I consider about it, because yeah, it'll be alright. Probably argue it's Inter's conditions, to be honest. In my opinion, yeah, it's probably Inter's now. I'll do. Decent run. Nice. Alright. Obviously just running a default setup in these wet conditions, because there's no point in trying to get a feel for the setup on this track. I'm going to get a chance though, aren't I, to adjust the setup if sprint goes badly. Probably, that's a good thing actually, probably. What a brilliant track acclimatization. Can't fault that. Absolutely cannot fault that in the slightest. Went perfectly to plan. Job done. Right. Right. So I get no indication of... Is it saying it's the same?
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing
Don't
you
really
need to
know.
worry about, but as we have some new parts on the car...
Right, it says it's going to dry up, so I'm going to let it dry up a little bit. I don't think... I'm probably going to drop down the order if everyone's going to go out on the Inters. Yeah, so they're on Inters right now. So it's definitely dry enough for that. But I'm just going to wait till it gets to the dry, proper dry conditions, so... We'll let them pound around on the track for a bit.
I'd take a set of intermediates in these unpredictable conditions.
So they're still saying Inters right now. Right, now they're saying dries are compatible. That's kind of all I want to know, really. Hards unavailable. Why? Why would the hards be unavailable? What's everyone doing on track? Hamilton's coming out. Sonoda's coming out and in. So that was close. Alright, I guess we'll skip time a little bit more. It's obviously not wet enough yet, but they're saying it's quicker. Literally says it's faster to go out on them. So why can't I do... Compound availability... Compound's not available. Can I do the softs? No. You only want me to do it on... Why can I not pick the tyre compound that I want to run? It is actually abusing me now, this game. Right, we'll go on longer then. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a practice running on what I want to do. be honest with you, because it's not... Right, there you go. Now now everyone's on dry tyres. Can I go on those freaking... So I can't use the mediums. I could use the softs. I could run the hards. Rather run the hards, I think, for a race strat. Because I'm going to use one set of hards here and then one set in the main race. Would make the most sense.
Okay, we need
I've forgotten to put my setup on.
to help us calculate a good race strategy.
For God's sake. It's alright. I could just return to the garage and put it on. Not the end of the world. It just puts a bit of wear on the tyres, but that's fine. Not like these tyres are going to be used much afterwards anyway. I also waste some time. Keep forgetting. Nope. My hard's back. Thank you! Right, I'm going to have to understand an oversteery rear end now. Same rule will apply. No DRS. Because if I use it, it kind of just makes things unrealistic because a lot of the times in the race I won't have DRS, so it's kind of pointless. Wow, hard's actually have some grip, not gonna lie. Apart from there. My worry is going to be how much straight line speed do I have, because that's what I've lacked all season. And am I going to be having excessive rear tyre wear? That was badly done for that last corner. I mean, it made me go fastest, but not the point, really. Nice. I need to find my rhythm already. Alright, that was a bit trigger happy there, so let's be careful of that. Still got to be a little bit cautious through some of the corners. Back end can definitely step out. Feel comfy riding on the curbs though, compared to previous ones. Front left is taking a bit of a beating. Still need to get that last corner right. Very much cheesing it, should we say, so let's keep working on that. But the car feels nice. Scratch my eye. Bad spot, but we did it. Yeah, it feels smooth. That feels nice, man. It feels really nice. Able to get onto the power early. I'm able to be nice and calm with the steering. Yeah, man, the setup feels nice. I don't really feel like I need to make major changes. Rear tyres are still getting a little bit over the top. Oh, that's clever. Great practice program, everyone. This is why you practice. Because if you don't practice, then you might end up having to recharge your own battery. Good thing I can swap them instantly, but for God's sake. Right, I merited a flashback here, because that's not my fault, okay? That was the controller dying as I'm racing. I've got a lot more leeway to brake in that hairpin. Still lapping faster, lap after lap as well. Whoa, oopsie daisy. A little bit wayward there on the throttle. Yeah. It's going to be rear tyres again that's going to be a little bit of an issue for me. Yeah. If I'm not careful, I will do these rear tyres in. Are we overheating the rears? No, temps are alright, actually. They're doing quite good. It's not 10%. We've just got a little bit too much of the... Oh, Jesus. I let that break later, but it still came out on me. But I'm pushing a bit too hard now. I'm not really looking after the car. Rear tyres is going to be what we need to watch. Right, 2 notes. Let's not attack the turn 1 curb because it's unsettling the car. We've just got to be careful on the exit. While I can put the throttle down, I can't put the throttle down too much that it actually unstables the car. Maybe I'm just planting the throttle too hard and it's just spinning up the rear tyres. Don't attack this curb because I've done that curb before and it hurts you badly. I guess that one too. Okay. Good to know. Let's try that again. If we put a little bit of curb in there. Yeah, so we can attack the curb on both sides. Just not much, basically. Just fair. I'm actually going to get some DRS practice. I might as well, innit? If I'm in a DRS train, might as well use it. Yeah, and then that braking point becomes relevant then. Makes sense. And then if we open it up again, what's my straight line speed like? Still not very good though. It's still not the greatest, the straight line speed. It's definitely something that I'm just obviously setting up the car to not be good with. Oh shit, that's a problem. we've got way more tyre wear than we should. We're way exceeding the tyre wear delta. That's the problem then. So we need to have a look at that, because that means we're putting too much. So if we... So what's the difference? 16 is the difference. If I chuck that down to like 10, if I just reduce the wing a bit, go 40, 30, and try that. So we've still got front bite, but maybe not as much. Might hurt me. Might be that I just have to get tyre wear upgrades on the car so I can race the way I want to race. But I'm not too sure. Regardless, we'll see how this lap goes. This is a tyre wear heavy circuit though. But I can't... let's see. I'm worried. That's the first time I've had a problem with tyre wear. But I've significantly reduced the wings this time around. A little bit more understeer on exit of last corner there. Lacks the bite. Straight line speed is still down. It's puzzling because I've dropped the wing level. Car's not as responsive on the front end anymore, which is fine. Through slow speed, that is. I'll run. Never mind. Get a lovely slipstream. Okay. So we're fastest, which is good. So we're fastest, we've just got some tyre wear problems, and I think if we look at the delta, we are down. Well, actually, we were down on straight line speed through the pit straight, but we've actually gained it back again on the back straight. On the back straight, we had good straight line speed. The issue I've got is I did have Albon for quite a bit of the straight. So whether that's come into play, I don't know. Not too sure. Start finish straight though. How would I lose speed all the way through? Unless I got a bad exit. I'm not sure, but that's a little bit poor. Ratul, hey dude, where are you aiming for qualifying later? I'm hoping that I can get a front row. I'll be honest, this difficulty is easier for me, but I'm here to just chill out and have some fun with the race. So I always say with these qualifying pieces, never pay attention to them, especially in practice. Like I've literally been in, well, I had this exact same gap at the last episode in Japan, or the last stream, and Verstappen out-qualified me. So I'm not really concerned about, concerned about the performance in this session. I'm just concerned about my straight line speed again.
And that's it.
It just doesn't seem quick. Verstappen only ran the hards. Okay, so I'm not even. I don't look at practice. It's not going to help me. It's going to make things worse. Right, sprint quali. So we can only run the mediums in SQ1 and SQ2. And then we've got the softs for SQ3, the sprint, and then... We'll understand it. We will understand it. We'll get there. We will get there. Right, do I want to make a bold gamble and put less downforce on again? The answer is yes, I do, just because vibes. So, 37, 27. Cut the fuel to about there. Sound. Right, so this session then we've got just the mediums to rock with. For the next session then we've got the mediums again. Right, I've got to remember all this. This is very complicated. So we've got to be a bit careful now going through these high-speed corners because we're rocking less wing. But I just need to be more competitive in a straight line. That's where I'm really just not good. Maybe if I drop this to 52 as well, give me a bit more front brake. Let's go. Let's see what we can do. How long till I'm 69 rated? Probably 69 more races. Definitely settled the rear end of the car down a lot as well. I would expect me to go purple in the first sector, considering no one's gone through. Oh, so no, that has, never mind. Be careful of that curve, because it takes you with it. It's a date that you don't want to be a part of. Definitely settled. I don't know how race trim's going to be, but I've definitely settled the rear end of the car down from practice, which is nice. I like using time trial setups and then just settling the wings down level because they put them to a point where they're just ridiculous. It's going to go deep. Note to self. So much more settled than the braking.
Drop to P20.
32.1. I don't know where that is in comparison to everyone else. I don't know, actually. I shall find out where that is in comparison to everybody else. I will find out now. That felt very clean, though. I outbroke myself into the hairpin. Fair dues. Oh, fuck me. That's way quicker than everybody else. Okay. Why is it that quick? It's a very inconsistent game, isn't it? I literally haven't changed the difficulty from Japan, where I got battered, to here in China, where at the moment it's one... I'm just going to have to review how the... I'm just going to have to review the session. I'm going to have to review qualifying. Maybe review the sprint. And then if the sprint's too easy... cut down the, raise the difficulty for this track, but I haven't changed anything. Nothing's changed. So how that's become about, no idea. SQ1 though is fine. Who's out? Ocon maybe probably the biggest surprise, possibly. Bottas, Zhou, not surprised. Sargent, I'm not surprised. Hulkenberg, possibly. I mean, you know, IRL, I'm talking now. This is different. This is a game, in fairness. Gasly up in 7th place while Ocon's down in 16th. What goes? Right, let's see how the rest of SQ2 and 3 goes before I figure out whether I've made this... I say made this too easy. I literally haven't changed the difficulty from what it was before. So what do I use now? I can't use those tyres anymore. So this is reserved for the sprint, and that's reserved for the race. Got you. Okay, that makes sense. I might as well just go out of land and fly nap in it. Maybe the AI just suits this track. I'd say the AI definitely suited Japan, but then I just struggled a lot around Japan. I really wasn't comfortable. But here, I don't know. Maybe I do just suit this track more. I definitely feel comfortable. Setup is not... I haven't been chasing setup compared to the Japanese Grand Prix where I was chasing setup all the way through. We'll see how it goes. I'll happily up the difficulty if it's too easy. I just don't, like, I remember going a second quicker in Bahrain and then it cut, Jeddah. And then I had to get through into Q3 and do 2 runs because Verstappen beat my lap time. Because they improved by like over 0.8, so. I'm wary of that as well. Very messy chicane and exit onto the bank's corner. Rather, the AI doesn't shoot this track. Yeah, so I think that could potentially be what it is. Obviously, I had very high tyre wear in practice, so I need to be careful. And I've got to brake earlier into that corner because I'm just running deep every time.
We've dropped to P15.
I haven't set a lap anymore. 32.6. That's about half a second slower than... About half a second slower than what I did in SQ1. So we'll rock with that. Who do you think will replace Hamilton in Mercedes IRL? I think it's going to be Kimi Antonelli, personally. I think he's probably going to be the one that will replace Hamilton for 2025. It's definitely a bold move, don't get me wrong, because... It's weird. At the start of the year, I genuinely would have said, just get Antonelli in the car, because Mercedes was not competitive. He could have had time a little bit under the radar to just develop and get into the swing of it. But ultimately now, replacing him, alright, see, the gap's gone down to half a second. I think I've lost half a second of pace, but we'll judge it again. I think overall with Antonelli is if they do put him into the car, it does add more pressure onto him, because ultimately... he'd be going into a championship-winning car. Oh, not a championship-winning car. That's a stupid statement. Into a race-winning car and a championship-fighting car, should we say? Obviously, it's still for me a step behind Red Bull and McLaren in the overall pecking order, but it definitely puts more pressure on. But I think genuinely, Mercedes has put a lot of trust and faith into this guy, and ultimately, since Silverstone, to be honest, he's having the same trajectory as Hamilton because in F2 he's not had a good season. Prema haven't had a good season. Prema have not got the new rules right and have struggled with them. And obviously that's hurt Behrman and Antonelli a lot. But there's been a lot of issues with F2 this season. I've seen a lot of it on Twitter, so I kind of don't take it too seriously. But he's had the same trajectory as Hamilton. As soon as he got that sprint race win in Silverstone, it sort of just transformed him. And then, of course, in the main race, he didn't get a chance because he had to retire quite early. And then in Hungary, I think he won the Hungarian Grand Prix and then had a great set of races again in Belgium. So he's only just going to get better and better. And this is the guy that never even got to F3. You know, Mercedes skipped him from being in F3, put him straight into F2, and he's performing at a great level. So for me personally, I would put Antonelli in there. And if they rate him as high as they do, and obviously Mercedes had the chance to sign Verstappen and missed out, they're fearful that they'd make the same mistake again. So... yeah, I believe that they'll take Antonelli on board. And I think it'd be the right call, personally. I think it's good to get some young talent in there. It's like Charles Leclerc in a way. Not really, because obviously he was there. But look at Lewis Hamilton. There's your example. He jumped into a championship-winning McLaren and lost the championship in the last race. You know, he has that talent. It's just there. It's natural. So if he's got it, why waste the time developing, you know? Decent that time. Decent. Stroll is out. Hamilton does make it through. So now we go on to the soft tyres. So we'll see how we go. I generally don't think I need to do 2 runs in this session either. In fact, I can only really do 1 run, to be honest. Only really got 1 shot at it. I'm going to judge it based off the sprint. We'll see how the sprint goes in terms of race pace. And see how much faster or slower that I may be than the AIs, and then I'll adjust it for the qualifying in the main race. And Got to be careful of this corner because I'm braking either too early or too late. I'm not getting the hairpin right. I've got no back-end instability anymore. I've completely nullified it. It's something I couldn't do in Japan. The AIs are still in the 33s. Cheers for the reminder, I'll break earlier in the hairpin. Thank you. Ooh, a 32.6 from Verstappen. That's my lap in Q2. Wait, I actually did it! Wow, Norris with a 32.3. Fair play. Oh, I've done a 31.7. Haha! I do not need to go out again. That'll do. Ran out of tango as well. Right. That was my personal best lap of the weekend. My best lap was a 32.1. And we've done a 31.7 now. So we definitely have a big advantage over the AIs. More so, if you look at it, is my Sector 1 that's quicker than everyone else. So I seem to be very capable of lapping quicker than the AIs in Sector 1 by half a second. Sector 2, if you look at it, Sector 2's, I've matched them. Sector 3, I'm 2/10 up. So Sector 2 is even Stevens between all of us. I just got rapid pace in Sector 1. So it's not as all-rounded, should we say, as I thought. Which is fascinating. I don't think anyone else is going to beat that lap time. Might get closer. No, they actually just stayed out on those runs. So that's where they stand. That's interesting to note because that kind of takes away a lot of the advantage that I have. Because it's all just one sector, basically. Two sectors are identical, pretty much. Tell you what, it's nice to be faster in the final sector, though. Because most of it's just that 1 mile long straight. So, kind of take that in some regards. Definitely take it in some regards. Right, so we just got sprint to work on then. Well, let's do it then. Let's go to the sprint. Let's have a sprint for 10 laps. And then qualify again and then race again. Yes. We know. Shout out for reminding me to brake at the hairpin. Because you actually helped me. Because I would have probably forgotten. Please wait. Please wait. Please. I will wait. I'll take a seat. I'll sit back. I will slouch to the point where you can't even see me. And I will wait. Still wait. Shall I just like browse on my phone? Shall I browse on my phone while I... Oh, there we go. It worked. There we are.
So it's all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy.
Oh yeah, the grids.
The back of a fantastic
You guys can see the grid.
Session. It's time to
Jokes.
Can't
be bothered. Takes too long. Crofty hasn't stopped talking. Yep, we'll go into the mediums. Mediums should do the whole race. Do 11 laps. In fact, do you want your grid rundown? Here's your grid from me. Super speed. Me, Norris, Verstappen, Piastri, Hamilton, Leclerc, Perez, Alonso, Sainz, Tsunoda, Stroll, Ricciardo, Albon, Gasly, Magnussen, Ocon, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Sargent, Joe. There you go. Hope you enjoyed. Fucking smashed that first time as well. not a good start for me.
Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
Right, we've lost P1. Not good. It is what it is. Chuck some hot lap for this first lap. Oh god. I said that curb can come at you. And it definitely did. It's weird to not be chasing Verstappen. I'm after Norris. Straight line speed. Gaining on him.
DRS is being enabled this lap.
Yeah, we got good straight line speed this time around.
Car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Well, versus Norris anyway. Do I send this now or do I rush it? Or do I leave it for the hairpin? Sending it now. I might be stupid.
Okay, good work.
We'll soon
Great
figure it out. That was ropey.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
With pleasure. I will. Yeah, good straight line speed this time around. Fuck me. That was wild.
Good job.
Holy
Fastest
moly.
lap of the race so far.
That nearly just killed my entire sprint. Holy shit. Whoa. Talk about saving that one, son. I've hit that okay. It's the exit curb which has sent the car. Did not like that. Shit. Well. Hello, Lando. I need to pass you again, mate. Apologies. Right, well, we're not close enough to attack him here. Cracking brakes on this car. We'll take him with DRS. Not an issue.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
Yep, I'm okay, mate. Take that line if you want. super clean. What a move. That was cheesy for that line. Probably shouldn't have taken that. I'm just going to come back. No avail. Oh my god. I need to stop making mistakes, man. Way more pace. I'm just being super clumsy. I think I'll be able to pull out a DRS on this lap, so I'll just save the battery. He is just in DRS range then. Alright, this car feels decent in race trim, but just making some silly errors. He's going to catch up to me because of DRS, which is fine. Now we'll hot lap it and bolt away a bit more. This is promising for the race. Don't know what's happened further back, mind. Sonoda is out. What a shame. Should we go see why Sonoda is out of the Grand Prix? Where is he? That's Ricciardo. Here he is. Oh, for God's sake. Be quicker to go this way, wouldn't it? Just looks mechanical to me. And he pulls over to the side of the track. Just a mechanical issue. Or a skill issue. One of the two. Weak. Got an easy gap now on Norris. That's not quite where the last corner exists, but you know, it is what it is. Going to be a new fastest lap because I was in the
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by...
I've got so much pace in those first two corners. We're relatively even in a lot of areas on the track. I think they've got a little bit more straight line speed than me. I'm better under braking in slow speed, heavy braking zones. And I've got way more pace in turns 1 and 2. Just carry it all the way through. Car feels brilliant compared to Japan. Absolutely brilliant. Love it. Yeah, he got more straight line speed than me for sure. Like Verstappen and Piastri and Hamilton can't keep off of each other. Constantly just battling. .32 on that front left. Then again, two things. A, I'm pushing hard, and B, I have had multiple snaps and slides from a messy race, so I guess there's two sort of bouts to it, but it's very promising that we're in this position. Definitely. Lovely. Just guide this one home. That was easily 2 or 3 tenths. That was genuinely 4 tenths I just pulled on Norris. Gotta be careful, I'm about to miss the braking point. I genuinely just pulled 4 tenths on Norris in turns 1 and 2. Just blitzed him through there. Nice if Piastri could finish in front of Verstappen. That would do me a world of good for the championship, just to gain a couple of extra points back. If they could.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
One more to go. 2 more to go, sorry. Ah, Leclerc's overtaken Hamilton. Not good. Right, Norris's sort of initial pace is gone because I'm now a second and a bit quicker per lap. I still genuinely believe that Verstappen is a smaller outlier. I'm just not 100% sure what his genuine race pace is because he's just been involved in this battle with Piastri and Leclerc and Hamilton all the way through. Excuse me, all the way through. So I'm still not 100% sure how quick he is. If he's got clean air, you know. With the way that Tom be driving, you can tell he enjoys this race. Oh yeah, this race is going way better than Japan. Although this is only the sprint though, so
12.5 seconds.
you know, there's still another full race to go. Which, you know what? Even if you're doing, even like me, doing a 50% race, like doing a sprint weekend is long, bro. Like it's long. I don't necessarily mind in this stream, and obviously I've cut out a few of the sprints anyway, just because I forgot they were sprint races from this like calendar of my custom season, should I say? But it is long. The front left tyre is taking a heavy battering around here. What is it, a 27 lap race? I'm going to have to outstretch this tyre a lot to get to the end. The rears were the ones fading before in practice. This time around, it's the front left that I'm destroying. Never mind. These tyres can go in the bin for all I care. Right, that's sprint done. Let's go.
Nice one. Very lovely drive. On to the next one.
I need to change my thing from saying that, because even though I put that there for vibes, he sounds like a pleb. Straight, but he sounds like a massive pleb when he says that. Great drive. On to the next one. Sounds like a massive, massive pleb. Right.
Well, that's an end.
So that's the sprint done then, and we gain 2 points on Max, so he finishes ahead of Piastri.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah, we destroyed the field. 34.5 was nearly a second quicker than half a second faster than Verstappen's and Leclerc. So I think McLaren out-qualified themselves by the looks of this. Okay. Great sprint though, great sprint. We'll take that. 100%. We will take that indeed, bro. A lot of XP for that. Jeez, get me to the 60. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, yes. Bournemouth are looking at trying to get Eddie Nketiah. Can sign me up. Just hopefully Arsenal are not annoying to that fee. Right, now we've got a full qualifying to do. Jesus. This is long, bro. Hella long.
Now here's something we haven't said for a little while. Welcome along to qualifying in China. After a few years absence from the calendar, it is great to be back here. But just who?
Yes, I am aware. Thank you. I've already qualified. Sweet. Right. So we got sprint, reserved for sprint, or recommended for sprint, sorry. Recommended for Q1, Q2, Q3. So realistically, I've got 4 sets of softs. 1 for Q1, 1 for Q2, and I'll rock 2 for Q3. I was about to say I've made a mistake, but I'm not making any setup changes from sprint to quali. Absolutely no needs. Car feel fantastic. No point, to be honest. Just no changes from me. Keep it as it is. man. This car, oh, mate, this car on this track is working for me, bro. It's just working. Yes.
And we've been pushed down to P20.
.32.4. Fantastico. Return to carriage, please. I do not want to do any more. Great meme. Right. Yeah. That's basically where we're at. So Verstappen is only 6 cents back in Q1, which is a lot less than last time. But obviously, that does mean he's going to be closer. Lando Norris 3 tenths back from Max. That's about where I expected, to be honest. I was expecting around about that. And it stays at that same 6 tenths. Any shockers out in Q1? No. It's the Haas's, the Williams cars, and the Sauber. No. Oh, Joe Guan Yu got through to Q2. Yo, big up Joe Guan Yu, man. Give him some of that respect that he deserves, bro. Right. Q2, we will keep those and just go and set up that. Literally don't need to do any changes. Nothing setup-wise. Keep it as it is. Please. Give me a hot lap, please. What were we in the last session? We had 32.4. Yeah. See what we get in comparison to that then. Love that. Love that. Need to be careful of the last corner though. I am cheesing the last corner quite a lot. Be a bit more realistic to it, should we say. Let's have a look then at that. In comparison, yeah, okay, I'm way quicker than the AIs. See, the difference is though, right, is how am I, this time around, I'm not as quick in Sector 1, but I'm way quicker in 2 and 3. I can't find the balance of where I'm just constantly faster than them. I'm just faster than them. It's weird. A lot I can really do about it, to be honest. Only me and Verstappen are staying in the pits. Everybody else He's doing another hot lap because they're all penises. And we end the session with both McLaren's, Red Bulls, Ferraris, Mercedes, and Aston Martins through, which just basically means there's no surprises. Both Visas, both Alpines, and a Sauber are out. Fair dues to them. Fair dues to all. And now we can look forward to the end of Q3. Or the start of Q3, sorry. Right. Let's go. Become an expert at China at this rate. That ICE wearing a lot, yeah, 62%. That's going to start to... That's going to become an engine that's going to have to go in the bin after. I'm going to have to change it for Canada. And just run it for practice programs only. Not purple in Sector 1. Someone's going quicker than me. Not Sainz, it's gone quicker. Going faster then. Alonso 33.0. Weird. Track got a bit slower that time around. Fascinating. Actually got a little bit slower because we were in the 31s in the last session. Back down into the 32s. Unusual, but we'll take it. Okay. I mean, we're still fastest, which is nice, by about half second still. Keeping the margin. Shit, no, we're not half second faster. We're 7/100ths. Whoa. You remember what I said? You remember what I said? I was a second quicker basically all the way throughout, and then Max comes in, and he's 7/100ths behind me, and he's 7/10ths quicker than everybody else. That is what I'm telling you. He is a fraud. Chucking the fuel out for this last lap now. I'm going to have to bang in a hot one now. Keep my pole alive. Told you, he's a bloody fraud, he is. Oh, bollocks. I'm going to have to manually drive out because I've left that late. Quite late, actually. Oops. My apologies, but 220 is going to be a very different tack. In other words, the game will just basically say no. Suck my face. So we're going out. One of the Red Bulls and the Ferraris is not going out again. But we will be last across the line. Oh shit, I've got drivers on quick laps now. I'm gonna have to bolt clear of them. Okay, they're all 1% now. I guess it's better than fucking 50. Remember to put that on hot lap, because that'll be a massive cock up. 42 seconds, so we're good. So I just left it late. Question is will Verstappen improve on his lap? Can he snatch provisional pole? Let's see. Put me under pressure. Let's find out. Whoa! Scrape the fucking wall!
Okay, good job, mate.
Gee.
Really well done. That was a
Yeah, best lap of the
fantastic
weekend.
drive.
Saving it till last. Half a second improvement. Aced it. Absolutely aced it on that run. Way better. Way better. Whew. Put me to the test then, didn't you, Max, to start with? 31.6. My best lap of the weekend. That's the ultimate lap. Two areas where I definitely could have improved. Area 1 was the sort of chicane to lead on to the banking. Clipped the inside curb, lost the rear end a little bit, just unsettled the car. And obviously I smacked the wall on the pitch straight, which was just me just edging closer to trying to get perfection, really. But that's the absolute best lap I could possibly put together. I'm just quicker than the AIs. I'm happy. I'm not going to change it in terms of difficulty. It is what it is. Like, I'm just faster. Like I was just categorically slower in Japan. I'm at 69 rated. Let's go. Big up my 69ers. Plus, we've got a long race anyway, so we'll see what happens. And we've got potential rain on the way. Lovely. Love a bit of rain. Not. They're like, hello. We're going to rain for you now. Oh, we've got the please wait thing again, lads. More waiting. More waiting around. I will wait then. I will continue to wait and browse my phone. Because it's going to take a long time. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Told you. You just got to browse on your phone for a bit until it actually speeds
It's
up.
time again then for Formula One.
We don't need to see a grid.
And alongside
Really don't. Right, here's the race rundown. Here's how things go around here, okay? It's myself, Piastri, Alonso's Norris, Stroll, Hamilton, Leclerc, Perez. Where's Verstappen? Why is he down in 12th? Oh, he's taking a grid penalty. Oh, you saucy bastard. Right, I respect it highly. I very much do. Anyway, mediums till lap 13 and then hards till the end. It's a bit of rain forecast, but I don't think it's going to really make an impact on the race, so that's fine. And everyone's starting on hards around me. Fascinating, okay.
monitoring somewhere on the internal combustion engine, be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
I want to be out of DRS straight away, just because of the tyres that they're on. I do not want to be drag racing. Driving these guys on hard tyres along with me. In fact, I'm not. They're already falling back. Alright, we're good. Even on this straight, they can close the gap by a couple of tenths if they want, but ultimately Verstappen with a very early grid penalty in the season, mind. Norris is going for it on Piastri. That's good for me, because that's just going to allow me to pull away with you fighting. Hello, my gap. Well, Norris got the job done, to his credit. They're really going for it back there, aren't they? They're fighting like hell.
Overtake and burn off some of this energy.
I've got to make it... Well, ultimately, I've got to make the most of this tyre advantage because we're on the better tyres, or the medium tyres. They're going to be on the hard tyres. The question is, and what I haven't factored, is there going to be enough rain to go on to the intermediate tyres? Because if there is, then the guys on the hards will have an advantage on me. Because they'll have to go, they could go to the inters possibly. And we're already breaking into a 2-horse race again. Because Norris has broken clear of Piastri. Piastri's under pressure from Alonso, and we've got Stroll behind him. They're going to be in a DRS fight. So, yeah. Let them have it, I suppose. .5.4, fastest lap. Norris 3.7 behind. Hello, Leclerc. How have you just bolted up 2 places already?
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
That's why I wanted to know. When's that rain arriving? Seems like Charles Leclerc's the man on the move. He's got a lot of pace on those medium tyres. He'll get past Piastri on this straight, probably. Or not. Man, I've got purple sector 1 and 2 and didn't go purple sector 3. Norris seems to have closed the gap a little bit there, about half a second to the middle sector. Slick Sights now passes. The Astons are dropping like a fly at the moment. Oh, Leclerc's past Piastri. Fair play to him. Norris definitely keeping me honest. Oh, Piastri's got back past
Okay,
Leclerc.
mate, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap.
Achieve a lap time for 1:38.8. My personal best is a 1:35.4. I think that's going to be quite hard to achieve. Especially if my rear end goes away like that. I might do a hot lap. Get a bit more pace and performance in the car. Another gap 6 seconds, but Norris is maintaining it now. Do a hot lap.
That look easy. Nice
Let's
work.
build some more of an
That's what I
advantage,
was
shall we?
Smashed it.
Pace is good now. Seems like Leclerc and Piastri are fighting a lot. It's just allowing Sainz to get into the mix. A bit of a DRS train is forming there, which is good because that's going to keep Verstappen in that DRS train. Now, I don't know where Max is in terms of his on-track position. That's absolutely fine. They're still scrapping. 25.8. Sticking into the 35s. Gap to Norris 7 seconds now. Took 1.1 out of him on that lap. I am in hot lap mode now. I'm pushing. Probably extend a bit. Fighting again in that hairpin. Pretty crucial that Norris got past Piastri when he did. He'd be stuck in that fight otherwise. As for me though, I'm not stuck in it. Whoa.
Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
The tyre wear doing. It's basically doing the exact same as it did in the last race, in the sprint as well, sorry. It's just bad tyre wear in there, that stint. Front left, sorry, that's the one I'm looking for. Front left is not looking happy. Just got to sort of stretch it basically. It's got to go to the distance. Still some battling going on with Sainz, Leclerc, Piastri. That gap between myself and Norris increasing more now like it did in the sprint. In the sprint, we were just pulling away quite considerably towards the end in particular. Tokyo drift. That was a heavy drift, that one as well. I want to see that again. We set that one for a little bit of a swing, didn't we? Coming out of here, back end check now. Woo. It was close. That was also reactions to get the braking point right for that corner. Yeah, so Hamilton's stuck in that train. I think Verstappen's got to the back of Hamilton now, which is not great. But he's not on the back of me, so that's good. Norris is pushing as well. He's just closed the gap on me by half a second. So flag on the back straight, the pit straight, sorry. Anyone retired? There's a yellow flag on the max straight. Oh, what? No one's retired.
We've got a lot of
No.
spare energy.
No one retired.
You should overtake
Unusual. Starting to lose the peakiness of the tyre.
Okay, some information on Piastri. Okay, they're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Ah. Issues for Piastri. So he's going to be vulnerable to the rest of the field behind him. It's going to be crucial now for the rest of the AIs to pass him, and it's whether he's quick in a... Sorry, if his trouble's a straight line, or if it's cornering. Meanwhile, we're on 48% wear for the front left, so I've got to watch it because I've got to get to the end of lap 13. Yeah, Piastri's behind Sainz now. Wow, ish. They're still fighting. Still got some very impressive pace, considering my tyres are now more worn than those hard runners. Just got to look after that front left to get to the end of 13. It's going to be nip and tuck. If I can get to the end of 13, it's going to put me in very good position to run the hards to the end. Albeit there is some rain around, apparently. Should get a check on that, shouldn't I, really?
The rain's a few lap outs yet, but it is coming, so be careful. Dry guys definitely seem like the fastest.
This might screw me over, this rain. If it's a bad patch of rain, I have to pit. I can't extend to go to the rain period.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Sykes is catching Leclerc as well.
Rippy's probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive.
That rain? Rain on the track? Or am I tripping? Am I being dumb or is it raining? I swear it's raining. Puzzled. I think it started raining.
Watch the conditions. We think there's rain coming pretty soon. Be careful. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now.
Maybe it's not. Oh, it started raining. Oh, shit, I was in overtake mode. No idea how long I was in overtake mode for, but I was in it. Pace is still good. We'll just about get to the pit window.
We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes. Okay, mate, we've got loads of ERS in
Oh,
reserve,
fucking
so
hell.
let's have a big
How
push
much do you want me to
into the
drain?
rain.
Yeah, well, that's a bit sus that you want me to drain it, mate. Just saying. Stroll's now passing Leclerc. Has Leclerc got a problem? Well, I guess we'll get it drained, shall we? Drain the battery. It's a 70. Why specifically? Like, yeah, I want 17.95%, please.
Okay, nice work. Really good job with that target, mate.
And now it's raining.
Box, we're coming in this lap.
I could probably extend for a couple more laps and see what the rain does. But I can't extend by much. Probably another 2 laps at best. Track conditions feel okay. Hamilton's up to 5th now. He's not.
And we're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance.
Well, I've got a problem here,
Speed limit
'cause
as you approach and make sure you don't speed.
If I stay out another lap, Hamilton has to pit. But I can't do 2 more laps in these tyres. They will blow up. going to take a punt on it not raining hard enough.
See you at the end of this lap.
I've got enough pace in hand. I should be alright. But I'm just going to stay on strat. I don't think it's going to get any wetter than this. I'll be honest. I think it should be alright.
Right, let's go. Come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
Oops.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
And we're all in the way now. Just saying. Cute.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
Does he have damage? Because that was easy. We've been on those tyres for the whole race, mind, that must be said.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
I'm not in the end. Yeah. Not in the wake of another car at the moment. Right, Stroll's going to get DRS on me down this straight. He should be alright to hold position, so I'm not too concerned about his place.
Green flag.
Definitely not now that he's yellow flag. Is that Hamilton? Fuck's sake, it is. Oops, wide through that.
Okay,
We'll go on to him in a second. Send that across. Pop that up. That's annoying, man. He's literally been doing... Hamilton has been working tirelessly on durability, and it's his engine that fails. Oh, that's annoying, man. That's tough for him to take. Tough for Lewis to take there. Not good. Track conditions are a lot trickier, but it's definitely not wet tyre time. No way.
Lewis has dropped out of the race.
Yes, Jeff, I'm not retarded. I can see that. That's the same thing on science side to Stroll.
Battery charge is high.
I know it is.
That overtake button a bit more.
I need to use it on the straight. The site's going to have me.
Left of this rain, then we think it's going to
10
dry
minutes
up.
of this
10
rain.
minutes.
Wow, okay.
Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
That's a lot more rain than I was expecting to last for. So this is the phase of the race now where we're going to be catching Norris, but we are also going to have a tyre offset compared to him at the end of the race. So he's going to be on much fresher tyres and mediums compared to me.
Right, we're no longer sure that these tyres are the right ones. It might be time to come in and change.
Don't you dare say that. I've genuinely been fucked over. Again. Don't know what tire's the right one.
So we're looking at another 5, maybe 10 minutes of this race. Okay, dries seem like the best
Oh,
tyre
maybe
for
not. Now he says dries are the better tyres. Norris is in. So the hard tyre runners pit. Interestingly, Sainz and Leclerc are still on their medium tyres at the moment, which is a respectable amount to go on them.
Don't forget, you've got more control than ever over your ERS mode, so play around with them in your MFD.
Yeah, Norris goes to mediums, as I thought. So no one's going on to the inters, so that message was a bit of a lie. Struggling a bit in these conditions though. So Norris then on fresh mediums. So that gap is 16 seconds. We've done a good job of closing the gap down during undercut range. This is where Lando's just going to be straight faster than where we are. So this is where we just need to manage the pace, manage tyres, manage gap, and then we should be alright. That's the plan anyway. Whether that works or not is another matter. Lots of the staff are having a battle. I think both will pit the end of this lap though to come off their hards. Which they do. So if Norris wants to win this race, he's got to go over a second a lap quicker than I do.
Okay, I think the track's going to be drying out quite soon.
Good.
Be careful you don't burn out your tyres.
Careful I don't burn them out. They've got no temperature at the moment, mate. They're not going to burn out anytime soon, trust. They're really quite low on temps, actually. They're absolutely fine, trust. So Norris got to do about 1.6, 1.7 a lap on me to win the race. So I don't think that's happening. Definitely quicker. 16 seconds down the gap. 16.2.
Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
Yep, definitely a bad sensor because I'm looking at my tyres right now and they're fine. They're on my car. Inflated. So they're fine. I'm even quicker in Sector 1 now in these
Okay,
weird
mate,
conditions.
taking a moment to use ERS is important, so let's try and be as consistent as possible with it.
Okay.
please.
Use it for 1.4 seconds each lap. That's fine, I can just use it on the back straight. So, I'll use it for longer. Sodom. There's 6.5 seconds. Is that suitable? You fine with that? Yeah, I think the AIs are way quicker than me in the banked corner. I mean, Norris is on fresh mediums as well, mind, but they're definitely quicker in that section. Rain is now easing. It's good to see. We should start getting a lot quicker now. Hope Norris doesn't take fastest lap. Probably annoying. Yeah, we're into the 41s. 3 seconds quicker than what we've been doing. Paris has just passed Stroll. Fair dues. It's basically full dry conditions now. The lap times will slowly get towards that 35-ish. Sort of getting to the 36s possibly. What might potentially save my fastest lap is that everybody's gone out on a fresh set of tyres whilst it was raining, so they've worn them out. You know, lost the peakiness of the grip, should I say. And that could be key for us as well. I don't know.
Use your overtake button more. It's time
Thanks
to
for reminding me, I
utilise
actually
this
forgot
energy.
about that. Well, yeah, we're just getting faster and faster. 41 last time, 37 this time. Norris still catching me at the moment. still quicker in Sector 1, which is where I'm saving myself some lap time in terms of losing it to Norris. Good. Now we're back into the... Oh shit, I forgot about the ERS objective. Bollocks, man. Why didn't you remind me? I think Norris is going to go fastest lap as well, by the way. Surprisingly not. That gap dropped by about half a second, and I was only about half a second off my PB, so... I was very sure that he was about to set a new PB, fastest lap, sorry. Meanwhile, Stroll's just overtaken Perez again. They'll have the pit straight to go at it. I don't know how Perez has got himself back up into the order. He was behind a lot of cars, so unless he's done an undercut on drivers, but he's on the medium, so... He must have done a genuine undercut though, because I don't know how he'd be in that position. Oh, Piastri's out. Don't know how he's out of the race, but we'll soon see. Don't go this way, it took me longer to find him. My thumb is killing me now. Looks straight mechanical to me. Straight mechanical. Shame. Yellow flag to you by here is Mr. Oscar. Yep.
Come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead. Okay, clear.
Some energy. Oh, there's my answer of where's Verstappen in all of this. He just rumped up to 4th. No major damage limitation. Oh, Verstappen, sorry, is maximising his damage limitation. Because that is an impressive recovery. Starts at 12th, currently 4th, and he's still got fresh mediums versus Sykes' hards. So you could catch him as well. And he fastest lap. Nice.
Lap of the race so far.
That was a rear end that did not want to comply. How's the front left this time around? Front left on these hard tyres is wearing equally compared to the others, so that's interesting. We've really helped this setup work beautifully this time around. Done a much better job than the last time. Car feels great. Setup feels fine this time. Rear end is starting to fade away from me a bit. It's still there, decent temps, just not working quite well. Verstappen's 3 seconds behind Sainz. I think Sainz will be okay. But Red Bull are going to score 22 points for this race. We're on course for 26. So they've really done a good job of minimising the Constructors' Championship damage as well. With their grid penalty. Obviously we've not been helped with Hamilton retiring. Alonso just passed Perez. That's useful. Go, Alonso. My man. Gap has stopped closing now between me and Lando. It's now stable again. Perez re-overtakes Alonso, not good. Better pace. Wide. Oops.
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring
One more to go. Sainz will hold off Verstappen, which is good. A great recovery drive from Verstappen. At least we'll crucially take some good points out of him after he dumped the race win on us and we failed to score last time around. trying to push on and get a better lap, but it's not going to work. Rear tyres don't want to go push heavy now. They're like, stop it. Damn, just came back in time to see you win. Yeah, man. We're about to take this dub, bro. Sprint and race. In fact, we've been absolutely dominant around here, around Shanghai. Round the last corner we go. Take it. Let's go, man. Come on. What a win.
On to the next one.
What a win. What a weekend, man. This car felt brilliant around this track. Night and day difference compared to Japan. Night and day difference. The car was electric in every single lap. From qualifying, practice was a bit ropey. I just did some setup changes and I just reduced the wing level and I reduced the gap between the front and the rear wing. So there was a difference. I had 16 clicks of front wing more than I had rear wing, and I dropped that down to 10, and it was the perfect balance in there. So yeah, we'll take that, man. We will take that. Victory at the Chinese Grand Prix. Verstappen gets P4. Which is great because that obviously gives us an opportunity to come back in the championship on him, because obviously, like I said, we didn't get a point in Japan, whereas here we're going to get maximum points, so we can take that definitely 100%. Love that. You take that trophy and you show them what it means to you, bro. Show them what it means. Spray it on my guy's face. That's weird. You say that. Sus sentences being said. Take that. Let's go. Lovely stuff. Well, there it is then.
After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Appreciate the dubs, appreciate the W's, but that is key. I forgot about the sprint race actually. So overall, we have taken, what's that, 16 points out of Max Verstappen in this race. Obviously getting the race result in the sprint, where we won by 8.8 seconds. In the main race itself, we take victory by 13.8 seconds. The fastest laps was actually quite close. A 35.3 from me, Verstappen on a 35.5, Norris on a 35.6, 35.5 as well from Leclerc. So, overall, yeah, it was an absolute sweep, mate, genuine. We were fastest lap, pole position. We didn't lead every lap because we pitted early in the race, and there was a couple of laps where Norris led. So not quite the full Grand Slam, but hey, I mean, when you get pole in the sprint and win the sprint, and you take pole in the race and you win the race, you can't ask for a better result than that. Which does mean then that the Drivers' Championship-wise, the gap between myself and Verstappen closes down from 29 points to 13 points now between myself and Verstappen. Norris moves up to 4th in the championship, overtaking Hamilton, who, of course, only scored 3 points this weekend. It really wasn't a great weekend for Lewis, which is a shame because I need him to just have a great season along with myself. In the Constructors' Championship battle, the gap between ourselves and Red Bull cuts itself down to 7 points. McLaren takes some points out of Red Bull too, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. But fair play to them. Fair play to them. And that's where we stand with it. We're just going to go now and have a look at the championship points. Quality of driver championship points earned in your F1 careers increased my experience by 2,500. Holy moly! I'm about to whack up the experience level. Jeez, check me go. Awareness goes up to 67. Focus goes up to 65. That's surely got to put me to 70. No? Hey, that's racist, man. Take that, though. Ratings will naturally reduce over time. Oh, that's a bit rude, isn't it? Oh, well. I've seen that. Sound. Right. In terms of the overall recognition, Lewis is obviously ahead, as he would be, because he is the GOAT. Wind tunnel, nothing. Still not quite leveled up. So we've leveled up in the wind tunnel engineer. So the power unit looks like the closest one next. So maybe we work on power unit engineer, get that to level 1, and just get everything to level 1 at the same time. It might do us a bit of favors. Possibly. Back to the headquarters, though. I don't think there's anything that needs to be done in the headquarters, is there? No, I think we're all right. Okay, the ICE's come through. Oh, secret meeting again. Oh, jeez, you're doing me dirty. Oh, okay. Well, I can't actually do specialist for power unit or for that. So, I guess manufacturing expert can take that. We will leave that for there. In terms of the R&D, there's not a lot we can do. We've got to wait until then. There's actually a season break in between because there's that big of a gap between then and Canada. So I guess that's absolutely fair enough indeed, which means we are done. I'm not going to be making any upgrades because I can't. I don't think I can anyway. Oh, I can to the front nose just about for the Canadian Grand Prix. Department capacity reached for development. Fuck you. I wanted to put that on. I put that on? I can put weight reduction on. Yeah, fuck. Sod it. Might as well put a weight reduction on for the next race. Oh, no, wait, hang on. Oh, do I want tyre wear, though? Would I rather get some tyre wear? I'll do that for the next race. Sod it. Hamilton could possibly even develop it because he's eyeing up some stuff in that area. I'm not doing any durability upgrades. I genuinely cannot be bothered. There is no need to do it. Plus, we've also got some resource points coming in anyway, so I guess we could kind of take it from there overall. But guys, that is going to be it for this stream. That is it for the Chinese Grand Prix. Thank you very much for being a part of it. That is how things stand now. Verstappen, basically, me and Max are basically doing very similar seasons. We both had 2 wins, but I've had a fastest lap in both of them. Although, I think Max got fastest lap in Japan. It's just... Oh, no, Norris did, actually. So, we both had 2 wins and the fastest lap I've had in 3 of the 4 races. We both had a 4th place finish. But Verstappen has had a second and I've had an 11th, which has kind of screwed me over, really, in that. But it is what it is. But that is it, guys, for this episode of the Mercedes Career Mode. We are done and dusted for it today. Next stream will be the Canadian Grand Prix. We've got another secret meeting to get ourselves tucked into, and we'll see who wants what from that. Thank you very much, Ratul, for being a part of the stream, mate, and for everybody else. If you are new around here, drop it a like, subscribe, it'd be much appreciated, and obviously I will see you guys for the next one.